Let me come to you, Arun. What does it look like early in the morning?
ढोल बज रहे पीछे.
Well, Maria, it's absolutely noisy here. I would request my camera person to first show you. These people who have come here to welcome Prime Minister Modi. Now, what is going to be the schedule of Prime Minister? Prime Minister Modi will be coming here at around 9, cast his vote, and then he will be going to meet his brother, who stays 500 meters away from the polling booth. Now you can see these people who are waiting for Prime Minister Modi to come on this road, because we are told that Prime Minister Modi will be moving ahead through this route in an open jeep. We have few people with us, and they are completely enthralled.
Barricading हुई है वहाँ पे जाका, because क्योंकि last time I was there, right there, that's where the Prime Minister would come. He would also.
Some of the people there.
Yes.
Arun, you're trying to speak to some people. Can they hear you over all that noise? It's a festival. That's what the Prime Minister says. ये voting एक पर्व है, and it's looking like a festival there.
United States participate in the elections of Gujarat, even though when they have their voting there in New York. आप बताइए सर, आप कहाँ से आए हैं? शिकागो से आए हैं, और क्यों आए हैं यहाँ पर?
हमारे मोदी साहब को बस देखने के लिए. मोदी साहब को पहली बार देख रहा हूँ, तो मेरा मोदी साहब कैसा है, जैसे मैं देखने के आया हूँ. और अक्षर पुरुषोत्तम का मंदिर का उत्सव है, इसीलिए आया हूँ.
क्या अच्छा लगता है आपको मोदी जी में? क्या अच्छा लगता है पीएम में? क्या अच्छा लगता है आपको?
मोदी ने बहुत अच्छा काम किया है.
आप कहाँ से आए हैं?
हम न्यूयॉर्क से आए हैं, यूएस से, लेकिन मोदी ने बहुत अच्छा काम किया है. हम मोदी का फैन है. हम अमेरिका में भी मोदी का और रैली निकालते हैं, सब करते हैं. हम 15 साल से राह देखते हैं, आज हमको मौका मिला है.
But we need the voters in north and central Gujarat to go out and vote. Let's bring in Zaka on that note on the magic wall. How critical is the voter turnout for everybody in the fray? More importantly, for democracy as a festival, for people to come out.
I think what happened last time around, and let's look at the phase 2 seats. What happened last time around was that because of the Patidar agitation, the farmers' distress, voters from both sides were motivated enough to come out to the hustings. So last time you had a 68% vote share. In phase 1, it came down to about 62. So there's been a significant 5 to 6% drop. This belt that's voting today, the 93 seats, I think watch out for the two big cities. You've got Ahmedabad, Gandhinagar here, right in the heart of the state, and then you have Baroda. So you have 16 seats, Ahmedabad and Gandhinagar, and then you have 5 seats in Baroda. That's about 20-odd seats, because bulk of this voter apathy that even the election commissioners were referring to over the weekend is limited to the urban constituencies. And remember, for the BJP, this is one of the worries. They have to get their voters motivated enough to come out, mobilized enough to come out and vote. If you look at the last time around, the difference in vote share may have been quite substantial. It was about 7% between both these parties. But the difference in seats was only about 12 or 13 seats. And remember, this is the phase where the Congress didn't do as well, because central Gujarat has always been a BJP stronghold. But what I will be critically watching out for is two things. The tribal vote, that's the belt from Baraskanta, Sabarkanta, coming down all the way to Panchmahals. And the second one, this is, I think both of you traveled there, the Anand Kheda cooperative belt vote, the milk cooperative vote, that's between Anand, Kheda, and of course Panchmahals and Aravali district. So that's where I think the two big factors are going to be at play. One is this rural cooperative vote, and the other is the tribal vote. Remember last time around in phase 1, and I think that was fascinating for us, because in phase 1 what happened was, even though the overall voter turnout dipped, what happened was the tribal dominated seats, particularly when you come further down south to the Dungs area and the southern belt, there the voter turnout was about 3 or 4% higher, not just compared to the rest of phase 1, but also compared to last time. So if the tribal vote is higher, something is happening there. We need to watch out for that. And if the urban vote, like I said, Ahmedabad and Baroda today are the two big cities, watch out for whether there is voter apathy. But I suspect that given, the push from the Election Commission, from the BJP, from the Prime Minister downwards, you will see slightly better than expected voter turnout today in the cities.
Shimla to Surat, the voter turnout has been low.
Yes.
Urban, semi-urban has been BJP's bastion. Rural voters in certain places like Dediapada was 82% turnout. Even this, will that make a difference and which way will it swing? Because there is a big gap between urban voter turnout and rural voter turnout even in phase 1 this time, Maria.
Yes, but Zaka, you know, from the narrative that used to be earlier, that urban pockets are with the BJP and the rural is with the opposition, whichever the state, that seemed to have changed. And particularly for the BJP, they are focused on the rural part, understanding the challenges. And the push that happened, in fact, Prime Minister's campaigns began in the tribal belt.
Yeah.
First set of rallies, and Amit Shah's campaign was also in tribal belt. So they realized that tribal belt has been challenged. Zaka, when we look at tribal belt in particular, and the OBC, which is the dominant here in
So
this
clearly
particular.
in this phase, it's the OBCs that are the dominant. Out of these 93 seats, I think about 40-odd seats are OBC dominated. And there again, it's, it's almost even Stevens in terms of the number of seats. BJP was 22 last time, Congress was 19. Even amongst vote share, if you look at the overall phase, the difference in vote share was much higher. The BJP was 47, 48%, Congress was only 41%. But in the OBC-dominated seats last time around, it was 46 to 43. Two factors have changed between last time and now. Last time you had the likes of Alpesh Thakur and others, prominent young OBC leaders who were with the Congress side. This time around, A, they have flipped sides. They're now with the BJP. And secondly, let's never forget, and I keep saying this, one of the significant things, maybe you can ask Nalin Mehta also this, what the BJP has done over the last 8 years of Modi, changing a lot of things, but this OBC consolidation around the BJP and in particular around Mr. Modi, I think that's been one of the stories of the last 8 years. You will see a lot more of that play out today as well.
Very rightly said, and the aspect is that the BJP no longer remains a Brahmin Baniya party because of largely this push within the SC/ST and also within the OBC. Nalin Mehta is with us. We also have Advaita Kala and Rashid Kitwai. Good morning to the lady and the gentleman. Namaste.